Yo, what's going on, you guys? I can't tell how my audio sounds. Just got really loud and have to adjust some things. Before I start blending here. Have to adjust some things. Not bad. All right, that's gonna work. All right, so today we're making a fragrance for my buddy Omar. My audio, why does it do that? It's when I talk, the music gets loud. Oh well, put up with it. Anyways, here's the formula I'll be using today. Yeah, let's get to it. So we got ISO-E Super. We're gonna do 2.5 grams of that for 25% of the formula. And yeah, ISO-E Super is a woody amber material, very diffusive. I use it in pretty much every fragrance. It's just kind of like a fragrance enhancer, kind of like SpongeBob. You know how he uses sentence enhancers? I use ISO-E Super. We do 2.5 grams. Woody, amber, diffusive, dry. And yeah, today's fragrance is going to be very aquatic because that's what he seemed to like. He likes oceanic materials and woody based on the fragrances that he had in his collection. So he also had mentioned that he might want some like rum notes, some boozy notes. So I've got rum and cognac that I'll be using. Um, that's close enough. One more drop. 2.5 grams of ISO-E Super. But yeah, I'm also gonna make it kind of like cool water a little bit, because that was one of his favorites. So yeah, can't tell if it. You know what? I'll pull up my stream so I can see if anyone's chatting. Yeah, I'm also gonna make it kind of like. Nope. It's just me, myself, and I. I haven't been live for a while, so makes sense. It's a surprise stream today. I know that people have been probably waiting for me to post another video. Right, next we're gonna add some Hedione HC. This is a floralizer, good mid blending material. And this is the high cis variant of Hedione. Smells like a field of jasmine. But yeah, not very strong. I don't want it to be a floral fragrance. I just want to use this as more of a blender for the mids. All right, so 0.9 grams, 9% of the fragrance. I'm doing this based on a 10-gram formula. 10 grams of raw concentrate, and I'm going to macerate it, and then later on dilute it down, let it mature. I might have got the words backwards. I don't know which one. Macerate, whatever. One is for when you add alcohol, one is before you add it. It's just pretty much aging the fragrance so it all smells cohesive. All right, there we got our 9% of Hedione HC. Some bangers back on real quick. I closed them out. Oh no, there it goes. Yeah, check it. Summer musk is up next. And that is a musk that I got from, let's see, who did I get that from? Creating Perfume. Man, that's loud. Turn this down a little bit. Yeah, that's better. All right, y'all. So this is from Creating Perfumes. I don't even think they make it anymore. So if Omar wants me to recreate this later on, I won't even be able to. But I can make something similar. But yeah, I just really like this material. Lasts really long. That works. My audio or music's really loud in my headphones. I hope it's not that loud in the stream, but I don't think it is. I just want a little bit of background noise for you guys. It's blaring in my ears, so don't like it. Obviously, I like the music, but not the volume it's at. All right, and then we're gonna add 2 grams of this. So I wanted it 20% of the fragrance. It's pretty high, but I think it's gonna work good. Really like this, the way this smells at a 20% dilution. So really strong, lasts a long time too. All right, there we have it. So this summer musk, um, it smells very aquatic. And that's really what you wanted. Fragrance turned around. So instead of using like ambroxan or Cetilox and Fixator 505E or whatever it's called, I'm just using this one. All right, next on the list we've got, what do we have? I'm gonna do some sandalwood. I've also got Javanol, but I'm gonna try and just go down the list here so I don't mess anything up. Select what I'm working on. So sandalwood, it's your typical sandalwood smell. Warm, dry, little spice, not much. But this is Indian sandalwood, the real deal. And then I'll be using some Javanol later to help push it a little more. Javanol is a synthetic sandalwood material. So we got 1.5% sandalwood, Indian sandalwood. And I just need one more drop. I don't think I'm gonna get it out of this bottle, but I got another one right here. Oh, I might. There we go. And there we have it. 0.15 grams. I might have said 1.5, but yeah, 0.15 grams of sandalwood, and that's empty, going in the garbage. Clear the scale, on to the next. Next we have Vertifix. And that's another woody material, but I think it's probably derived from vetiver. I got no idea, honestly. But to me, it kind of smells like glue a little bit. It's kind of weird, but I know it's used quite a bit in woody fragrances, so we're gonna be using that today. And a real heavy wood accord that's gonna go in here. We're going to use 0.44 grams of 100% strength. Everything in here is 100% strength except my Amber Max that we're going to be using. I've never used Amber Max before. I did some research on it and I think it's going to fit well. So 4.4 gram, I mean 4.4%. 4.44 grams. If you guys are making perfumery yourself, some basic stuff, you always want to keep your pipette at an angle, the same angle, so that way your drops are uniform or the same size approximately. And what else? Never touch your pipette to your bottle, because or else every time if you touch it again with a different material, you can contaminate your bottles. You always want to try and keep everything separated and all that good stuff. All right, next we have Cedramber, which is one of my favorites. This is a woody amber material, woody in the way of cedar wood, very dry, diffusive. Joe Green just jumping in to say it's great to see a new fragrance video. We'll watch it. We'll catch up with it later. Sounds good. Thank you, Joe Green. Yeah, back at it, man. I found the motivation again. I made one recently, and it came out pretty damn good, but I haven't done the evaluation on it. After this video, we'll do an evaluation of it. But yeah, Cedramber, also known as cedral methyl ether. And yeah, this is from Perfumer's Apprentice. That's who I usually get my aroma chemicals from, because they have good prices. So we're going to do 6.7% of it. This is a heavy dose. Yeah, 0.67 grams. I hope my audio sounds okay, guys. I'm using some just Skull Candy earbuds today. I was kind of feeling lazy, didn't want to. I need to buy a new mic. I could clip on. What did I say? 0.66? 0.67. All right. So yeah, I'm excited to see how this one turns out. We won't be getting an evaluation of it today, but I will evaluate the last fragrance I made off camera. And we can go over the formula if you want. Just giving away free formulas. People pay big money for those. All right. Oh, shoot. Dang it. I got to heat up my Casmaran again. Darn it. That's annoying. Casmaran solidifies easily. Make sure my hands are clean. Don't want to contaminate nothing. But yeah. I'll show you guys what happens. So Casmaran solidifies at like room temperature. You have to heat it up to use it. So I've got my heat plate here. All right. So we just did our Cedramber. Going on down the list. Now we have Veramos. That's a solid. It's always a pain in the butt to get solids in these little bottles. How do I want to do this? I got this little funnel here, plastic funnel I'll probably use. There's a scale. Okay, Veramos. This is a I think you'd figure it out. Very mossy material. It's very strong. It smells like oak moss. It's a IFF product, Perfumer's Apprentice. Man, this audio volume is killing me. All right, get my handy dandy scent strip that I use as a paddle. I've showed you guys this in other videos, but yeah, to get your solid materials, I make like a little scoop. Man, how do I want to do this? How much of this am I using? Very little, 0.5. 0.38 is what I meant now, so I just barely need any. If I go over a little bit, I'm not worried about it. All right, 0.49, that's as close as I think I can get. So we used a half of 1%. Yeah, 0.5% with this one. Very strong material, lasts a long time too. So now I'm just gonna try and tap this and get it to fall. Oh, it fell in by itself, nice. Now I'm gonna put this somewhere where I can wash it. Yeah, let's toss it. I got more. Yeah, all right. Veramos. Next, I got some ginger. This is actually a ginger CO2. Ginger CO2. And we're going to use 0.15 grams of it. I love the smell. He didn't ask for ginger in there, but I think it's going to go well with this summery vibe. Brand new. Haven't even used any of it yet. Just got this in order the other day. Perfumer's Apprentice Ginger CO2 Extract. I used it all up. My last bottle of ginger in the, what was that series we did? Born in Roma. All right. I also got a Jimmy Choo Ice fragrance. It has ginger in it, and I love it. All right, so here we go. This just smells like fresh ground grated ginger. If you guys have ever worked with it, you know what it smells like. Not going to go into detail too much with that one. 0.15 grams. Yeah, it's nice and warm and spicy. I might make like a minty fragrance for the summer. I think that might go good. Summer's kind of reminds me of mojito time. I need to get a better lime. Maybe I'm just using my lime at too high of a concentration when I use it. Last time I used lime in a fragrance, it came out like more like pine sol. Don't know what that's about. All right, next we have Amber Max. This also just came in. I was just eager to use some of my new materials. This is the only material that we're using today that's not 100% strength. It's a 50% dilution. I couldn't even buy it at 100% strength. Man, that's annoying. I need to turn this down, guys. Maybe I'll turn it up a little bit in OBS. I can't tell what it sounds like. All right, all right. Back to the blending. Amber Max, we're going to use 0.6 grams of this at 50% dilution for a 3% fragrance concentrate. All right, 0.6 grams. This stuff's pretty strong, man. I hope I don't ruin it. You know what? I should probably do a little more research on this. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna look some stuff up real quick. I'll show you guys how I do that. I don't want to ruin this entire fragrance with one material. I know this stuff is strong. 3% seems high. So here's what we're gonna do. Thanks for watching, whoever else is in here. I'm gonna try and find Amber Max on Perfumer's World. Amber Max. See what else I could figure out about this stuff. Perfumer's World right there. They usually tell you how strong. Okay, yeah, it says the average is 1% up to 10% max. So 3% I'll be fine, I think. All right, let's send it. Just send it. If it comes out, it should be fine. Maybe I should do it at a 1% though instead of 3. Let's go for the average. I'd have to adjust the entire formula. I could just add some more dihydromercenol. We'll just leave it. If we don't like how it comes out, we can always go back and make him a new one, but all right. Sorry, guys. All right, 0.6 of this coming up. So yeah, Amber Max. It's a similar to Amber Extreme in my opinion. If you ever smelled that, a very popular smell. My brother had a, what did he say he was wearing the other day? A YSL, the new YSL, and he said that it had a. That's what he was wearing, and all that I could actually smell on it was the Amber Extreme. It was like an overdose of ambery, dry, woody materials. But I liked it. It has a nice sillage. All right, what do we got next? Cephalus. In my research of Amber Max, it said it goes well with Carnal and like Cephalus and stuff like that. So that's what we're doing. Cephalus is another woody material. Yeah. Very dry as well. So it goes good with the, it's kind of an amber woody material in itself a little bit. But yeah, Cephalus, we're doing 0.25 grams. We're really pushing the wood notes, woody amber. I'm getting a smoky smell. It almost smells as if the birch tar that I had in my wood collection just like made all the outside of these bottles smell. Hopefully it didn't leach its way into them. Yeah, birch tar is a really smoky smell. It smells like liquid smoke that you use for cooking. All right, next we have dihydromercenol. It's a very popular note. Commercial fragrances, all your aquatic stuff. And we're going to be using 0.55, so 5.5% or 0.55 grams in the 10 gram formula. Yeah, I love this stuff. But honestly, there's probably some of this already in the that summer musk, so I hope this doesn't push it too far. It says you can use this up to like 20% of your fragrance if you want, so not too worried about it. He really likes, this is popular. I'm pretty sure this is in cool water as well, so. Green Irish tweed, stuff like that. Yeah, it took me about an hour and a half to write the formula and do all the research for it. See how long it takes to blend. Right, next we have aleoamyl glycolate. There's another note that is popular in men's fragrance. It's a pineapple smell. It's kind of a more metallic pineapple though, so I added aleocaproate too. And that's another, it's a more sweeter pineapple note. So yeah, we're doing 1.6% of aleoamyl glycolate, which is quite a bit, honestly. This is also a note that's in Creed Aventus, which is one of the most like popular men's fragrances in the world. It's also very expensive. Which is say 0.16. All right, 1.6% aleoamyl glycolate. Yeah, it's a sharp smell, sharp pineapple, metallic, kind of like a can of pineapples. There we have it, 0.16%. No, 1.6, excuse me. All right, next we're gonna do that aleocaproate that I was talking about. It's gonna be 3.3%. And that's also a new material that I just got. Perfumer's Apprentice, brand new, never used it. Yeah, I like it so far. Let's see what it does to the fragrance. Okay, 0.33. Clear the scale. That would have sucked. I've done that before, and then you got to go back and do math, figure out how much you added, how much was in there already. One more drop. Wow. Woo! All right. Done with the aleocaproate. Now onto, this is a rum ether. Rum ether. And it has some smoky aspects to it too. We're going to do half of 1% of rum ether. I hope it's enough to notice at this level. Didn't want to overdo it. We could also check. Let's see. Rum ether. Come on. Aleocaproate smells like rum, so that's cool. Whatever. Rum ether. Hey, there it is. That's funny. I was just on that site. Couldn't find it, but here it is. So yeah, 0.5% is the average, so that's what I did. I didn't want to push it too far. All right, back to the formula. I could use it up to 5%, but I don't want it to be straight booze. Hopefully it's detectable though. Maybe I should have done 1%. This is just the first trial, so I can go back and adjust. I ended up doing 0.62, so just readjust that into the formula there. One extra drop. All right, fix the formula, 0.062. Whoa, 0.062. All right, next we have cognac. And yeah, this is green. Cognac green from Romania. Another one I just got in. The only cognac I had before was an Accord. It wasn't the real thing, but I really liked it. So I'm hoping this is even better. This is the real deal. All right, we're gonna be using this at 5.2%. That was what I saw was like the average. So that's what we're gonna do. 0.52. This will help push some booze notes. I believe this comes from like the actual barrels, sediment, cognac barrels or something. I got no idea. All right, getting close. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. Just want to help chime in and give me ideas for a fragrance. I'd love to make them for you, or even just so you guys could see how it comes out afterwards. But yeah, we made one live and had input from the chat, and that one came out really good. That was this fall. So yeah, feel free to give me some ideas in the comments. Tell me what your favorite fragrances are, all that good stuff. If you're a perfumer, what your favorite materials are. All right, next we're gonna add some more woodiness. Oh, my Casmaran has almost liquefied. As you can see there. I need to set it on its side though. All right. So vetiver acetate. This is a aroma chemical derived from vetiver. It smells like certain aspects of vetiver. Let's see. So it's got the creamy and the clean. It's a very creamy, clean, green, woody smell. Vetiver acetate from Perfumer's Supply House. And we're going to use 0.28 grams of this, 2.8%. Just a very clean version of vetiver. I also have vetiver SFE, which is a little more full-bodied. I feel like this will probably blend better with the other stuff. Ended up going over a little bit on that one. I'm rusty. Ended up being 0.29. 0.295, which is fine. All right, what do we got next? Cashmeran, but it's not ready for me, so I'm gonna have to come back to that one. I'm gonna highlight this so I remember. Excuse me. All right, coriander seed. This stuff is strong. I ground up some coriander seed the other day when I was making Indian food. Man, it smelled so good. And that's what this smells like here. But it's very strong, so you use it in small amounts. Gonna aim for 0.4, which is probably gonna be about 2 drops. Perfect, let's go. But yeah, this one goes, coriander seed seems to go well with aquatic fragrances. Kind of a cool smell, sweet. Yeah, go open up a can of coriander seed, grind some up for yourself. You'll know what it smells like. All right, hexanol acetate. Ooh, I like this one. Oh, dang. So this one, there's no way I can get one. I could just put 1 drop. I think it'd be fine. But yeah, as you can see there, 0.01. That's almost unachievable. I could just put in 1 drop. So hexanol acetate. It's like cis-3 hexanol acetate. This one to me smells like unripe bananas. So I kind of wanted to add a, this is the only banana note that I really have. Maybe this isoamyl iso. Man, that would actually work in there too. But yeah, there's another isoamyl something. I don't remember what the last word was, but that's the actual banana note, and I don't have it. This is the closest thing I have. So I might use this at a 10% dilution because I already have it right over there. 10% dilution, and we'll do 0.1. Yep. All right. That's what we're going to do. I don't want to. So here's the description. Fresh, green, sweet, fruity, banana, apple, grassy, pear, melon. Adds natural freshness to florals, muguet, lilac, narcissus, and true to nature, green top note, pear, and unripe bananas. So yeah, this will just add a little bit of fruitiness, green fruitiness to the top to go with the rum. Yeah, I love it. It does smell kind of grassy though, so that's why I don't want to use this too much, just enough to add a little fruitiness. We already got pineapple, but 0.1, 10%. I don't know if I've ever actually used this in a fragrance, so this will be cool. All right, there we have it. What else we got? That cashmere to melt. Oh, it looks good enough. That'll work. You don't want to get it too hot, or else you'll start to mess up your stuff. And some stuff is probably flammable too, so you got to be careful. All right, put that back on the shelf so I know where it's at. All right, let's get our cashmere done before it solidifies again on me. Back to black. All right, Cashmere, this is it's pretty hard to categorize, honestly. It could fall into so many categories. But I think probably if you see on a bottle somewhere it says Cashmere Woods, it smells like this. But yeah, it's a warm, dry, kind of spicy, almost floral, but I don't want to say that because it might turn off the man. But yeah, it's I'm pretty sure this is found in like green Irish tweed and cool water as well. So we'll be using 4% of this, which is kind of high, but that's what really I feel like drives some of that green Irish tweed. And to me, it also smells like pelt, like fur, very manly. An old dusty pelt. Oh yeah, I can smell it all mixing together already. Smells good. That's what I'm talking about, Napoleon. Yo, what up, y'all? Thanks for watching. The banger's back. Okay, coriander done. Hexanol acetate done. Cascalone. Dang it, I should have saved that. Right here though. All right, so I do have one more solid material. Get some fresh gloves on, don't want to contaminate it. This stuff's expensive. So Cascalone is similar to Calone, which is also prominent in cool water. And it's an ozonic kind of melon vibe. But this is a more expensive, fancier version of Calone, apparently, called a Cascalone. And I hope that it's pretty fine because I don't want it getting stuck in my funnel. Let's see what it looks like. It's a powder, Perfumer Supply House. And I might have to break some of this up so it'll hit. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna actually use the funnel. We'll see. Need to get more scent strips. If you ever do perfumery, you'll know that you go through a lot of perfume strips, a lot of pipettes, a lot of glass bottles. Yeah, this stuff is pretty hard. Have to chop it up a little bit. That's what it looks like. But yeah, how much did I say? 0.25. So yeah, I'm gonna have to be real careful. Yeah, 0.25 grams. You know what I used to do? I used to put this onto it. That's what I'm gonna do. Onto a note card of some sort and weigh it first, and then try and put it in the bottle. That way I don't gotta, because once it's in there, you can't take it out. It's always best, I think, to weigh stuff. Card first. Got little sticky notes that'll work. So I'm gonna put a sticky note, but don't let it stick. We're gonna weigh it on there and then put it in. That way I don't got any mistakes. Zero 0.21, 0.22. 0.27, that'll work. All right. That does it for Cascalone. Let me give it a, yeah, I can't really, I'm not going to try to assess that. Too strong. All right, now we're just going to pour this into the bottle. Come on, bangers. Music keeps turning off. There we have it. Get all that in there, all that goodness. Right. Switch that glove now because I just got this on my fingers. Don't want to contaminate my next pipettes. My bottle. Next we have Javanol. This is a super strong sandalwood material. Super high impact. All right, all right. Don't want to get this on my fingers. Yeah, I'm excited to see how this comes out. But yeah, I'll evaluate that after my next stream. Today we're going to evaluate incense and gold, or golden incense. I made that one for like church. Ooh, this one's pretty thick. Wonder if I should heat this up too. This might be a pain in the butt. Shoot, I was supposed to do 0.125. I ended up doing 0.141, but it'll be fine. I've used this at 5% of my green Irish tweed formula, and it was great, so I'm not worried about it. All right, that does it for this fragrance. Gonna bottle it up. Put the lid on. Always put your lid on your materials after you open them. Air is bad for your fragrances, for your materials. Here, let's adjust that. 0.141. Gonna bottle this, stick it in my ultrasonic cleaner at, what is it, 40 degrees for 30 minutes, 40 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. And it's just gonna help speed up the chemical reaction between all of the materials that we put in, because or else they just sit there in a different layers because they weigh different. So it's kind of like a salad. You can see the different levels, and just gonna swirl it around a little bit. You don't want to shake your materials. Apparently, you don't want to get oxygen in them. So just give it a little swirl. I should label it because I don't think I have any. I need to buy more labels for my Dymo. I got little small ones though that'll work. All right, so I'm just gonna put Omar on there. That's a dude's name. Omar. Stick it on the top. Boom! All right, now I'm gonna put this into a Ziploc bag, just in case something leaks out. Excuse me. Hiccups. All right, guys, I'm just going to get this into the ultrasonic cleaner real quick. And you put some warm water in it. It has a heater built into it, but it takes forever to heat it up from cold. So I'm just going to start with water around the desired temperature that I want. Aiming for, I found that with this machine, it's kind of cheap and it doesn't hold the temperature very well. So I put it in at about 32 degrees and then it'll rise to about 40. Even if I set the machine to try and hold, I think that's cold, hot water. All right, and I will, as soon as I get this in the water, we'll assess our frankincense, myrrh, and gold fragrance. I need to come up with a name for it. You guys drop a name idea in the comments. Help me come up with something fancy. I was thinking like incense and aurum or something weird. I don't remember what it was called. You can look it up. All right, plug this bad boy into power. It's gonna make an annoying humming sound, but that's okay. If you want it, yeah. All right, all right. Set this up real quick. 30 minutes. Try and get the air out of the bag. I'm just going to dip it into the water. Let the water vacuum seal it. A little trick. The water will push the air up out of the bag. Then you just ziplock it. Have it open, slowly put it in there. All right. Lid on. Hit the start button. Boom. Boom. All right. 30 minutes, that'll be done. And then I can dilute it. Have fun. All right. So now we will assess. Let's see what name I came up with over here, and we'll see what you guys think. Wrote it. Got to find the formula file. Open. Gold. Oh, aurum et incensum. Aurum et incensum. Let me rename that. It means golden incense in like Latin or something. I don't know. Aurum et incensum. Make sure I spelled it right. Aurum et incensum. All right. Now I'm just going to delete this one because this one got messed up. Let's put version 1 on there. V1. All right. So, all right, here's the formula. Let me zoom out so you guys can see all the notes. Boom, boom, boom. We'll start at the top, go down the list. So we used so it's our typical ISOE Super and Hedione. Sandalwood to give just a little warm woodiness. Some vetiver, the same stuff. Tonka bean, I used Tonka bean Absolute. Ended up being 4.3% of the fragrance. Habanalide, which is my favorite musk, and ethylene brassylate. And then cashmere, and I use the cashmere at 0.87%. Castoreum, which is an inky leather smell. And yeah, let's jump right in there. Give it a whiff. I'll tell you what. If I were to remake this one, I would go lighter on the. I added honey signature, which is a honey note. I really like it, but I pushed it a little too far. I was wanting to give it a gold smell, so I used honey and labdanum. And then yeah, we got some cedramber and patchouli, more woody notes. Benzoin, which to me kind of smells like root beer. Some of that summer musk, and beeswax. I should have put a little bit of rose in there, but I didn't want to make it feminine. But I did use floral pyranol, which is just a real transparent floralizer that it actually does push a little bit of flower smell in the mids, as where hedione is pretty undetectable when blended with a bunch of other stuff. Not undetectable, but it's less floral than this stuff. And olibanum resinoid, to me that smells like a hot glue gun. But yeah, I wanted to push that resinous incense smell. So I also used some frankincense and myrrh. You can see that's a 20% pre-diluted material. That's all I had. I must have got a sample from somewhere. And yeah, it smells kind of like, it reminds me of Coca-Cola. But yeah, it was frankincense and myrrh. And then I added real frankincense too. And then some leathery notes. Try and keep it manly. And I added this leather oud, which has kind of a barnyard smell, kind of a animalic. And yeah, so I wanted to push the leather, and I added the barnyard smell because I wanted to kind of smell like a manger, you know what I'm saying? Bergamot, some top notes, some little citrus from the top just to give it, I don't know, bergamot goes good with pretty much everything. And then some honey. This is the honey signature at 10%. I did 2% of the fragrance, which doesn't seem like a lot, but boy, it is there, I'll tell you what. So let's give it a whiff. Yeah, I really like this one. It's one of my favorites. So yeah, you get a little bit of the citrus from the bergamot, but not much. It's just barely there, and then followed by a strong dose of honey and leather. Not It's not prominent, but you can definitely smell the leather oud, and then the incense, and it just has like a smoky, resinous, kind of smells like, yeah, I don't know, like incense. But yeah, it's really good. Lasts a long time, and I think it's pretty unisex. I wouldn't say it's manly, but it could also work on a woman too. My wife tried it on and she really likes it as well, and I wear the crap out of it. So yeah, this was diluted down to a 15% dilution. So, and eau de, right on the edge of an eau de parfum to eau de toilette concentration level. Yeah, one of my favorites, guys. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll smell you later. Peace.